brought to you by
our sponsors today, the Hereford Brand, Texas Farm Bureau, Deaf Smith and Oldham County Office, Capital Farm Credit, Amarillo College, Good and Fuels, First Bank Southwest, Hereford Regional Medical Center, McDonald's, First Financial Bank, Hereford ISD, Stevens 5-Star, Deaf Smith Electric Cooperative, Bob's Heating and Air, First National Bank, WT Services, Happy State Bank, Prairie Insurance, Mendez and Mullins Family Funeral Home, and the Hereford, Texas Federal Credit Union.
All right, we are here courtside of the Whiteface Gym. Good crowd on hand this afternoon to see the Lady Whitefaces, the defending district champs, I believe, the last 3 years. Is that right? Something like that.
Yep.
Coach McCracken in her third season as the head lady. And coming into this year, I believe she had lost 3 matches in 2 years or something like that. So 6 losses here is a lot for Coach McCracken. She's never experienced that. But the Whitefaces, a younger team. Of course, Tatum Stowe went over to WT Way, which she has promptly taken over as the defensive player of the week in the Lone Star Conference. But the Whitefaces with a good, stout team here, and it's going to be a fun run.
Tom, it is. They've had a really good early season. Exhibition games, the tournaments they've played in, they faced some really tough opponents so far, taken a lot of games 5 sets. Some have gone our way, some have not, but they are certainly ready for district. We will see some tougher opponents in District 2, which is always a good thing. Hopefully leading into that postseason run, you're primed and ready to go. So we look to get things started today. Hopefully pretty easy for the Lady Whitefaces. They've just been really on their game lately and have been playing very well. So not to take away anything from the Rangerettes, but I know that they're expecting a quick victory today to get things started.
Yep, the Lady Whitefaces with 4 seniors on the team. Nikayla Watley, a 4-year starter. The Whitefaces also have Cameron Blair, who's a 3-year starter for the Whitefaces. Emma Cooper and Autumn Wilburn. Autumn today, it's been quite a week for Autumn's family, for the Walkers and all. And Autumn is, she's got her brother getting married this afternoon, so she's going to leave in mid-match, I think, is what's going to happen. So we'll have her for a while, then we won't have her for a while.
That's the first I've seen.
Yep, so. It is the first. The Thursday of this week, Cindy and I went to Jerry Walker's funeral, and it was a really sweet celebration of the life of a very sweet man. Jerry Walker was just about as nice a guy as you could ever meet. And 2 daughters, Heather and Tori. First time I'd seen Tori in a while. Tori's got a couple of little ones. She's got a little girl, Callie, who is just as cute as she can be, and she looks a little bit like her mother, like a carbon copy to be exact. But we are sure sorry for Cindy and the Walker family. Jerry was just a great guy. Jerry was of course, worked for Excel for, I think, 43 years. Played a round or 2 of golf out at John Pittman Golf Course, and just a sweet guy. I don't know how else to describe him. The Rangerettes are warming up right now. The Whiteface roster, the rest of the roster, includes London Baker, who's a sophomore, Allie Purcella, who is a junior, Cameron Blair, a junior. Cameron Blair is a senior. Kendall Blair is a junior. Estafi Solorzano is she'll be a sophomore. Maria Villarreal is a sophomore. Stephanie Villarreal is a junior. And who else? We got Charisma Trevino and Janae Fletcher. Both of them are juniors as well. So that's Coach McCracken's crew. Christy Jones and Claudia Garcia are her assistants, and Clara Sims and Gemma Morales are the managers for the Lady Whitefaces. Hereford out taking their swings at the net right now. But last 2 years, as you know, we've lost in the regional semifinals.
Yeah, they've had some really good runs, Tom.
We really have. We've played some great volleyball, and again, this is a very talented volleyball team we've got right here, but a tough district. Randall's moved back into our district. The new school, West Plains, has played some really good volleyball early on. Dumas is playing well. Canyon not playing quite as well, but Canyon's got some good players. They'll get better, I promise. So it's going to be a tough run in the district.
Well, I heard from one of the parents, the West Plains team, although first year playing as an organized group in high school or for a high school, they are club mates, so they have the chemistry down, and they'll fit right in this district, I think.
They got a couple. They got a really good player from Randall. I know one of the Randall seniors moved over to West Plains, so they've got some good volleyball players. It'll be a good match when the Whitefaces meet up with them. But right now we're worried about the Rangerettes, and we'll be back to talk more in the pregame in 60 seconds.
Since 1901, the Hereford brand has been keeping readers informed and entertained with all things Hereford. A weekly historical column, detailed recaps of city and county government meetings, and photos of your favorite herd athlete or youngster fishing in the pond. Things have changed some since the early days, like being able to get the paper sent straight to your email. But some things have stayed the same, like providing local content you need to read. The Hereford brand, back in downtown Hereford across from the courthouse.
Texas Farm Bureau has been protecting Texans since 1952. They understand your property is more than just a barn or an outbuilding. It's part of your family's livelihood. That's why they offer everything from auto to home to life insurance and a variety of agricultural products at Deaf Smith Oldham County Farm Bureau. Give them a chance to earn your business.
Come and see me, Chris Powell, at Deaf Smith Oldham County Farm Bureau, 1306 West Park Avenue.
Whiteface JV was victorious in 2 a moment ago. Got off to kind of a sluggish start, but then finished off Perryton 25-3 in the second. We got a late start. Perryton was here 30 minutes late, so that's the reason we're kind of backed off of what was the original 12 noon starting time. But we won't be too tardy, Lane.
No, I think it's going to be fine, and just watching the girls warm up, they didn't get any off their rhythm by waiting a little bit longer.
No, I think they'll be fine. It's the first district game. You'd like for us to come out here sharp and play well. Again, sometimes we tend to not play as well against teams that maybe aren't quite as talented. We played a 3-set match, beat Friendship in 3 the last time out. You'll recall we lost to Friendship earlier in the year, so the Whitefaces certainly have made some strides, but still got a ways to go, and got, again, a lot of alleys up for the first time. Kendall's in a much more necessary role, Kendall Blair, this time around. The Whitefaces led by Watley and Cameron Blair, the 2 seniors who've really seen a lot of action out there. Autumn Wilburn as well. Autumn has really played well early on here. The Whitefaces need for her to play well. Again, she can block and she can hit. And so hopefully she's just going to get better and better as we go along here.
Yeah, Tom, as you mentioned, Nikayla taking a couple of MVP awards at some of those early tournaments.
Yep.
Playing with some of the best girls in the state, even above our classification. So it just goes to show what kind of player she is. And really, the depth of the team is there. They've got the weapons, and kind of like you mentioned, if we can get it going every time right away, they will be really tough to beat this year. So we're certainly excited for the Lady Whitefaces to get things started today.
London Baker, we've changed the offense a little bit this year. London is the setter, as she split duties there last year, but this time she stays on the court all around, so she's the one and only setter that plays in that position for the Whitefaces. Excuse me.
I don't know the number, but we'll have to look at what the set record is in UIL because she has just racked them up this year.
She really has. A lot of playing time for London. Brindley and Baylor, the Whiteface ball girls, out there doing their job. And we'll serve to one another, and then we'll have the introductions and play some volleyball here. And we'll be back courtside in 1 minute.
Oh, there's nothing like the sound of a new baby calf or the smell of fresh rain on a cotton crop. My friends at Capital Farm Credit share this excitement with agricultural and livestock producers. We want to be your lending partner. Whether you require operating funds for next year's crop or need to buy hay for your cattle, we have a loan that's right for you. Let us finance your operation. CapitalFarmCredit.com.
Start here, AC. Go anywhere. Amarillo College is the place to prepare. AC.
I wanted to be a nurse for years. Amarillo College helped me get there. I had a job lined up even before I graduated. With my degree from AC, I can go anywhere and do anything.
Trust your future to a college that cares. Start here, AC. Go anywhere.
Back at Whiteface Gym, Tom and Lane with you this afternoon. Coach Kitten's down in San Marcos looking after her mom and dad. And she'll be joining us later in the campaign. Glad to have Lane here this afternoon. And the Red Raiders playing against Houston this afternoon about 3, Lane. Pretty big football game down in Lubbock, Texas.
Yeah, you know, we'll see. They're favored to win. U of H, I think after their first week, they got downgraded a little bit from some early forecasts, but it's still tough for Tech to pull off the victories these days. So we'll see what happens, but I'm certainly rooting for them still.
Absolutely. The Red Raiders, the Cougars played UTSA, and that bunch has turned out, they've gotten to be a pretty good football team pretty quickly. And so it's not any disgrace that you struggle against them, but the Red Raiders, it'll be interesting to see how it all goes. Interesting to see how the year goes. Hopefully some of this NIL stuff and super conferences and all is going to get kind of played out, and we can come to some sensible way to go forward.
Well, we will hopefully we're faring a lesser foe than the Longhorns of UT today.
Yeah.
So at least we're not facing Alabama, but you know, I was talking to Parker Kaysen, Hereford High graduate and UT graduate, and he was he's still going to watch the game, so he has some hope in the Longhorns today.
National anthem here at Whiteface Gym as we move close to the introduction of the squads. Gosh, Perryton's got 8 players suited out. I do not know. I don't believe I've ever seen a team with only 8 suited out, but that's what they've got. So the Whitefaces be introduced here in a minute. During the playing of the national anthem, our players all have volleyballs to throw into the stands. One of them, the volleyball slipped away from, and she had to turn and retrieve it, but she did so smoothly during the playing.
You could hardly tell.
You could hardly tell. You could. Saw Meredith Hayes, former Hereford great and Arkansas Razorback great as well, coming up here today. Asked her if she wanted to play a little bit. She declined, so maybe another time. London Baker. Golly, Cameron, wow. Cameron's got an arm. They throw the ball. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, this is turning into a softball
Some
match.
of these kids can throw it,
CBS
man.
News special report.
Wow. throwing from the back line of the volleyball court up in the second deck of stands. Some can't, too. Auburn. All right, that's the Whiteface squad. We're ready to play some volleyball here. Best 3 out of 5. The Whitefaces against the Rangerettes. District play. For some of these ladies here this afternoon, too, their first time in a district varsity match. And so their heart's probably going a little bit of pity-pat.
Oh, yeah, getting in the real jitters here, playing on the big stage.
On the big stage with a big crowd. We've got a good crowd out here. I'm always amazed. Faithful followers the Whitefaces have. It's good to see them here. We were on the road Tuesday night. We go to Borger. Then we're back home next Saturday for somebody. I didn't bring the schedule.
Let's see if I can pull it up.
Who do we play next Saturday, Brian? Brian might know. Lane's got it here. That's all right. I thought Brian might know off the top of his head, but Lane's got the schedule, so we'll just go there. Brian Hedrick, the photographer, bus driver, security. I don't know what else he does. You raise the flag. He does whatever Miss Blankenship tells him to do. That's what he does. Okay. Whitefaces on the floor. We'll have Kendall Blair along with Allie Purcella, Nikala Watley, Solorzano, Baker, and Cameron Blair. That's the 6 out there to start it all off. Best 3 out of 5, played at 25. I think our libero is going to come in and start this in the stead of Cameron. We'll see how that works out as soon as they get everybody lined up, situated. Perryton's just got decent height, I'd say. We're not very big. We're not tall at all. But we got some great leapers.
Yeah, the athleticism will make up for that.
Yep. Play, okay, okay. We've almost got the roster. I'm sorry I even brought that up, y'all. I didn't mean to make this confusing here before we started. Lane and Brian both frantically trying to find a schedule that I forgot to bring. And Solorzano does come out now.
We're going to be playing Pampa at home.
Pampa at home, okay.
Next Saturday.
Yeah, then Pampa, then go to Dumas. Okay, there we go. So Borger on Tuesday night, back here next Saturday for Pampa, then off to Dumas. Here we go. London serves first serve of the district. Good service, picked up on the back line, just bumped across by Perryton. Should score here. Good pass by Solorzano to Watley. Watley takes a little something off of it. Perryton's in the net, and the Whitefaces lead it 1-0.
Well, Tom, that's an easy way to start there.
Yep. Good point for the Whitefaces. London ready again. Let's see if we can get a good run from the sophomore here. Good service deep. Played on the back line this time, though. And bumped across. And we can't get to it. Solorzano dove for it on the far side, but it's point Perryton, and we're tied at 1. 1-1 in the opening game here against Perryton. Back to serve for the Rangerettes is Valenzuela. Her service comes to Solorzano, to Baker. In the middle of Watley and straight down. Oh, my goodness gracious. If we get that pass.
Yeah, there was no stopping that.
No.
That was a super powerful and
it was. Great pass.
A great play by Nikala there.
It was. Good pass on the serve from Solorzano. That got it all in motion. 2-1 Hereford. Kendall serves. And mishit by Perryton, and it's 3-1 Whitefaces. Kendall Blair, a senior again, 3-year starter for the Whitefaces. Really good outside hitter, too. Service, deep corner, good serve. Rangerettes just going to have to free ball it over. They don't do that, and it's 4-1 Hereford.
Just a miss hit there from Perryton. Another easy point for the Lady Whitefaces. We'll take these all day.
Absolutely. 4-1 now as Kendall serves into the net. 4-2. Tried to go with a little soft serve, didn't get it across. And the Whitefaces lead by 2. Phil Shook and Howard Birdwell over there sitting amongst those in attendance. They've seen many a match. There's a serve that's long, and it's 5-2 Hereford. In comes Wilburn now. Auburn up on the net. Replaces Solorzano, so it's Kendall, Allie, and Autumn. Served by Watley. Played up far side, big swing, cross court, and out. Oh, in, 5-3.
Yeah, that one just snuck in here in the back corner, and we didn't have a player around to make a play on it. So
Grady Brown on the call there. And it's 5-3 Whitefaces as Jeanette Montoya serves now for Perryton. Montoya's serve is to Blair in the middle. Autumn, and Autumn with a big kill. Nice job by Wilburn as she gets her first kill of the match. The Whitefaces lead it 6-3. Now Emma Cooper in. Senior will serve from the back line to the middle. Not a great pass. They dump it over. Played up for the Whitefaces. Pushed near side up high. Blair. And she got under it. It sailed, and it's 6-4. Good pass that time, and Cameron just...
yeah, it was a good pass. I couldn't tell if that was tipped, but it certainly was not. Just got to get on top of that one a little bit more.
Yep. Just kind of got under it and sailed along. So it's 6-4 Hereford with Gutierrez serving now for Perryton. Gutierrez to Watley. Not a good pass, and it's 6-5.
Baker diving for that one.
Yeah.
Trying to give it all she could, but...
We're just a little bit sloppy right now.
Yep, got to tighten things up here because 6-5 is not where we want to be right now.
Good serve, Cooper, good pass. Little slide play to Wilburn. Wilburn, they dig it up, play it back to the far side, push it across. Blair, Baker, Wilburn down the near side, and it is 7-5.
Going to get the Rangerettes in the net there.
Yep.
And
they weren't going to return that one. That time Autumn from the middle just kind of cut it to the near side.
Yeah, it was a great play by her anyway.
It was. Whitefaces serving now at 7-5. Good service. It's an ace.
That was Trevino with the serve there.
Sure was. Good serve by Trevino, and it's 8-5 Hereford. She's one of those sophomores for the Whitefaces. And not a good pass, but that one's out.
Yep.
Wow, we weren't where we should have been, but the Perryton hit it out, so it's 9-5 Hereford. Trevino ready again. Trevino playing as, great serve, another ace.
Trevino has that knuckle type of serve.
Yep.
There's hardly any movement on the ball. Sometimes floats around like that one, just really hard to get a play up on it.
10-5, she serves again. Another good service. They overpass it. We overpass it. And Perryton with a chance now to score on the far side. We tip it. And it is 10-6. Well, we have again. We're just kind of a little sluggish. That's the best word for it, I think. Perryton will serve. It's Laura at the service line. It's a 10-6 score. We're in the opening game. She's a lefty. Deep middle. Baker near side up high is Blair. They block Blair. Great save by the Whitefaces. We were in the net. So the Whitefaces lead 10-7. And again, probably 4 of the 7 we have given to Perryton. Here's a good serve to the middle to Wilburn. And Wilburn,
great play by Autumn there.
I mean, big swing, her third kill. And the Whitefaces lead at 11-7, Autumn out. Back in is Solarizano, and she'll serve down with Hereford up by 4 in the first game of the afternoon. Near side, deep, pass back to Baker in the middle of Watley. Watley cuts it.
Great kill by Nikayla.
It really was. From the middle that time, she cut it back to the back line, cross court. No returning that. Hereford up 12-7. Solarizano serves again.
Great serve.
It was a good serve. Pushed far side, over and deep. Nice dig by Solarizano. Baker near side to Blair. Blair puts it on the floor as she gets her first kill. And that makes it, that was Cameron. That makes it 13-7 Hereford. Solarizano ready again. Serves near side. Not a good pass by the Rangerettes. They'll just have to free ball it over. Hereford not a good pass either, honestly. Off the net, Blair, big swing. Dug up by the Rangerettes. Lifted by the Rangerettes, and it's 14-7 Hereford. So the Whitefaces with a 7-point advantage here. Best 3 out of 5. This is the first. Near side, again, good serve. Not a great pass. Free balled over and out. 15-7 Hereford.
So Lorzano serving it back here on the back left line each time, right inside, keeping the Rangerettes really on their toes. That one,
that's an ace there.
Just another great serve by the sophomore.
It really was. So the Whitefaces lead at 16-7. Timeout. Perryton, we're back in 60 seconds.
Your business, farm and ranch, or home is unique, and success depends in part on a cost-effective and convenient supply of quality fuel. When you trust your fueling needs to Gooden Fuels, it's one less detail for you to manage. Commercial fuel in bulk in below-ground or above-ground tanks, serving the Western Panhandle with gasoline, diesel, and propane. Gooden Fuels in Hereford, 364-3366.
For generations, First Bank Southwest has been there to help the working hands that have shaped this great land. Chances are we helped your father, his father, and even his father. We understand for some a handshake is a stronger bond than a piece of paper. And even though times can be tough, folks around here are tougher. And that's why we're as proud of our Panhandle roots as you are. First Bank Southwest, moving your generation in the right direction. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back to play, 16-7 Hereford. Solorzano serves in the middle. Big swing, it's out. 17-7. Whiteface is up by 10 now.
Lady Hurd just on a great run right now with Solorzano back on the service line.
Yeah, not a good pass, so a chance to score right here. Baker near side Blair. Blair to the floor. Blair gets her third, and the Whitefaces lead at 18-7. So after it was, what was it, 6-5? Yep.
It was 6-5 at one point.
Yep. Whitefaces have poured it on as Perryton free balls it over. Blair to Baker.
Watley.
Slide to Watley. Watley with the kill. The Whitefaces lead it 19-7.
Well, about the time they turned it on, Tom, I was thinking we got to be a little bit sharper, and
got a little bit
certainly
sharper.
Have been. So
we got a little bit sharper. Here's a little short serve. They're able to play it. Tell you, volleyball, well, I'll tell you after this point. Here's the set to Blair. Big swing, and there she goes again. Blair's fourth kill. Volleyball's a cruel sport, and if you don't return serve very well, they'll serve to you over and over again. Real personal. 20-7. One more time, same place. Perryton just free balls it over. Baker sets Watley. Watley can't get much on it. They get it back over. 20-8. Crawled over the top of the net. Watley couldn't get the real big swing at it. The set was a little bit low. She did all she could with it. Perryton was fortunate, honestly. They just kind of...
Yeah. They've really haven't had a real play on a ball in a while.
No. Good serve. Good pass by the Whitefaces. Near side to Watley, and Watley puts it down. Her fourth. It's 21-8 Hereford. Purcell back in. Cooper out. So it's Solorzano, Trevino, Baker, Watley, Purcell, and Cameron Blair. For the Whitefaces at the moment, leading 21-8 as London served. Good service. Wow, she really blistered that one. They'll just have to free ball it over. Chance to score. Solorzano to Baker. Baker to Watley. Watley to the floor. 5 for Watley, and it is 22-8.
Nikyla's having a great season so far, and just
she really is. She's a great athlete.
Playing electric today.
Yep, she can jump. Oh, there's an ace by Baker. She just hit that one right through them. 23-8. Whitefaces need 2. Get this first one in a hurry. 23-8. London serves. No, yep, she's going to jump serve. She doesn't. Oh, good service. Played up by Perryton and bumped over. Now the Whitefaces a chance to score here. Over to Blair. Not a great pass. Blair got in the net. Okay.
Tough play on the ball for her.
It wasn't a good pass. Coach McCracken wants to know if she was outside the court. Is that a violation? A net violation. And so the ref on the floor is going to go ask the ref on the net. She was wide of the standard here when she hit it. She was certainly, she crossed she crossed the line, but I don't know.
Well, I'll learn more about the rules as I sit over here more.
There's more to learn.
Yep, Carly was pretty sure of that.
They're going to play it again. So that's rule 101. If you're outside of the standard, you can cross that midcourt line. It stays at 23-8. London will serve again. That would have been a Whiteface point had that not been called. London with a blistering serve. Wow. And they just barely get it back across. London now sets Watley. Watley.
Once again,
you could be harmed.
Puts it on the floor.
24-8, you could really get hurt if you were up on the net there, and Watley's hitting straight down. Hereford by 16. Back for those short jump serve. This time it's an ace, and that's all she wrote. 25-8, the Whitefaces win the opener. We'll take a break here. Be back courtside in a minute, 30 seconds. Back to Lisa.
Deaf Smith County Hospital District helps our community's senior citizens get the most out of life. Our Medicare Wellness Center provides free annual wellness visits for Medicare enrollees. Our team works with you to get up to date on screenings, immunizations, and other preventative care. Together, we review your medical history, assess your risk factors for illness, and discuss ways to reduce risks and promote health. With an annual Medicare Wellness visit, you get a personalized prevention plan focused on your good health. Visit dschd.org or call 806-364-7512.
Needing extra income? Looking for a full-time job with advancement opportunities? McDonald's in Hereford is hiring full-time and part-time people who are energetic and customer-focused. At McDonald's, you will be able to work flexible hours, whether it's 3 hours or 8 hours per day. Benefits include a free meal when you're working and a 30% discount when you're off-duty. Earn a vacation benefit and $10 an hour and above with experience. To apply, just text TX162 to 38000.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval. My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder. First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
All righty, back courtside. Whitefaces win the first one, 25-8, and change ends of the floor. We're just back to that. We had that little run there with the COVID where you stayed on your same end of the floor, for a while there, so as not to spread germs among one another. But I guess we've gotten past all that now, so we change ends once again.
Lady Whitefaces, had a couple of really long service runs. Estefai, Solorzano, and London Baker both spent some good time on the back line there, and just really started playing well in that first set. I was going to comment at some point, but they just kept it going. Nikayla just looks so effortless out there sometimes.
She is. I mean, she's just got so much ability to jump. Just God-given. I mean, you can't teach that. You can't really, you can improve it some, but honestly, she does. She just looks like she's shot out of a cannon. She just jumps straight up. She does. It's a great, great talent. She's a great trackster, and last year went to the regionals. Hopefully this year she'll be able to get down to Austin for some state track action.
Yeah, great hurdler and high jumper.
Yeah, both of those things she does quite well, and I'm sure if you put her in some of the other events, she could do those too. She is an excellent athlete. She and Blair, I'll tell you, Blair, Cameron's probably, I don't know. I mean, they say 5'10", some do, but she's not that tall, I don't think. Man, her arm swing is as good as anyone's. I mean, lots and lots of speed.
Yeah, we got some great outside hitters on this team. We do.
So it's Solorzano. Solorzano's grandmom is Stephanie's grandmother's over across the way, watching her play this day. And the Whitefaces up 1 love over the visitors from Perryton. Officials got everybody lined up, squared away, and counted. And as soon as they do that, then we'll play. We're just kind of, this between games has taken longer than the first first game did, honestly. Here we go. Whitefaces with Baker and Blair, Kendall Blair, Watley, Cooper, Trevino, and Solarzano. That's the 6 on the floor. It'll be Valenzuela to serve for Perryton as we begin the second game, and she serves long, and it's 1-0 Hereford.
Good job by the back line there.
Yeah, yep, yeah, you got to make that thing's coming pretty fast and furious. Baker to serve for the Whitefaces, 1-0, game number 2. London, again, just a sophomore. Good service. Perryton plays it near side. Dug up nicely by Trevino, blocked at the net by Perryton, played over by the Whitefaces. Perryton can't get to it. That's a great play after the block. I got blocked by the official. Did you see who?
No,
Okay.
he's in my way too here. And
All right, 2-0 Hereford. London serves. Good service. It's an ace. London's really, she needs the serve back, and she's really kind of got it back. She struggled a little bit earlier in the year, but she hadn't struggled here today, and it's 3-0. That's her third ace.
yeah, London just sneaks that ball over the net.
Yeah, it's pretty close every time. Here's the play over. Got a chance to score. Solarzano to Baker. Baker over to Blair. Blair tips. Back to the middle. Tipped over. Played up. Bump far side. Blair now gets a big swing on this one. They dig her up. It's up in the rafters, but played by the Rangerettes. Whitefaces back to the near side now to Purcella, and Allie gets her first kill of the match, and the Whitefaces lead it 4-0. Purcella playing up on the varsity as a junior for the first time, and Allie's a real big help for us up there as well. London ready again at 4-0. Jump serve this time. Again, they struggle to get it up, but get it back to the middle and hit it out, and it's 5-0 Hereford.
London's just on a roll back here.
She is. She's feeling pretty good, one can tell. And again, the jump serve, this time a little shorter. To the middle, big swing. Whitefaces get a fist on it, but can't get it up. 5-1. Kill out of the middle that time. We got a platform on it, but it went up in the rafters, and it got up in the goal, and it was a mess. We couldn't get it back. 5-1, Perryton serves. Service comes to Trevino. We tip it over, played up by the Rangerettes. And they can't play it across. 6-1. Whitefaces bring Kendall Blair in now. Cameron will serve. 6-1 Hereford, game number 2. Good service, Perryton. Far side, lefty, blocked by Watley, but played back up by Perryton. Free balled over, chance to score. Watley, Baker, far side. Kendall, they dig it up. Perryton tips it over, blocked by Watley. Point for the Whitefaces. 7-1. Watley was way up above the net.
Yeah, Nikayla just with that quick little put down.
Yeah.
No chance to play a ball like
Blair,
that.
good service. Good pass this time, though, by Perryton. Far side. Deep, nice dig on the back line by Solarzano. Whitefaces tip it over. Perryton gets it back.
Blair.
Set far side. Blair, big swing, and that's Kendall. She gets her first kill. And the Whitefaces lead it 8-1. Kendall's a junior. Cameron's a senior. Cameron is the server right now at 8-1 Hereford. Cameron from the middle on the back line. Good service. It's an ace.
Yeah. Great serve by Blair.
Yeah.
They tried to make a play, and it immediately into the net.
That's our 5th ace of the match. Blair with another good serve. This one's played far side. Big swing, and we can't get it back.
That was a great kill from Loera.
Yep.
On Perryton there. They've started to get a little bit more offense going. Haven't got many balls on the floor still, but
Loera's a lefty, and she got a good swing at that one. We got a hand on it, but we couldn't play it. Here's the service. Hereford to Baker. Baker to Blair. Wow, what a great hustle by Perryton. Can't get it back. That was Kendall. Big swing that time. Man, that was rocking. Here is Wilburn back in. Watley to serve. 10-2 Hereford. Up a game. Good service by Watley. They have to just bump it back over. Watley, Baker. Oh, great dig on the back line by Perryton there. Back to the middle, bumped across, but out. Point for the Whitefaces. 11-2.
Dug that up from Autumn. She kind of had to make a, not a regular swing at the ball. It was a little behind her. And still made a great play on it.
Whitefaces lead it 11-2, far side. And in the back corner, that's Loera again with the kill, and it's 11-3. Whitefaces up by 8. Perryton serving here at Whiteface Gym. Again, the district opener for both these two clubs. Hereford on the road Tuesday night at Borger, back here Saturday against Pampa. Service comes to the middle, and that's Kendall with her third kill. Kendall Blair coming on here in the second game. Out of the middle that time. And the Whitefaces with a 12-3 lead. Emma Cooper back to serve, the senior. Jump serves, near side. Good pass by Perryton over to Loera. We get a finger on it, but we get in the net. We did a lot of that earlier when we played. I saw us play over at Tascosa. Boy, we were in the net a lot. Got to watch that in the big matches. That's crucial.
Yeah, that's a mental thing you really got to work on, and it's easy to get in it.
Loera serves, good pass. Slide play to Wilburn. Wilburn, they dig her on the back line, but can't play it.
Up into the rafters there.
To the rafters it did go. 13 for Hereford. Kendall out. Trevino back in. Trevino will serve at 13 for Hereford. Good
Great
service.
serve.
It's an ace.
Man, Tom, the serving from the girls today has just been very good. A lot of them just really sneak over the net.
That one the bottom just dropped out of about 10 feet over the net, as Lane described it. Here's another serve. They trouble with it, and it's Wilburn up for the kill. They overpassed it. Autumn just went up and put it down. 15-4 Hereford. So the Whitefaces rocking along here in the second game. Here's the service played back near side. Big swing, and Watley, great diving dig. Whitefaces have to free ball it over, but they do. Now chance for Perryton to score here near side. Big swing, tipped by the Whitefaces, played up by Baker, pushed over to the far side. There's Blair. Wow. And that was Cameron, and Cameron gets her fifth kill, and it's 16-4. Boy, when you get the good pass initially, then Baker can put it where she needs to.
Yeah, it sets it up where
it does. Oh, little short floater just got over the net. Near side now, Perryton, big swing, nice dig by Trevino. Passed over far side, Blair up high off the top of the net. 17-4. Blair's got 6. Whitefaces up by 13. Trevino serving. Hereford up a game here at Whiteface Gym. All these banners, all these trips. Another short serve, and it is lifted, and it's 18-4. We'll give Trevino an ace for that one. That's her third.
Yeah, Tom, still plenty of space over here on this wall for some more.
Yes, there is. There is. Oops, that one's short.
Yep.
Service here.
Got a little shorter each time.
Yeah, it did. 18-5. Got one at about the 10-foot line, one just over the top of the net, and then one into the net.
Well, some really good sophomore play today.
Yeah, that we've got that back line defensively. Those girls, the more they play, the better they're going to be, obviously. Here's Blair, cross court. They play it back, but can't play it in. And it's a point for the Whitefaces, and it's 7 for Cameron. Wilburn out. When Wilburn, she's got to sneak away at some point, but maybe not at this point at least. Here's the serve now by Solarizano. It's a good one, and it's lifted, and it is 20-5. Hereford now 5 points away from going up 2. Stephanie again back to serve now. Timeout, Perryton. We'll take a 30-second break, be back courtside in a half minute.
Hereford ISD. We are committed to children and dedicated to excellence. Hereford ISD encompasses over 900 square miles. We educate approximately 4,000 students each year and employ approximately 650 employees. Hereford ISD buses over 700 students to and from school each day. We provide 14 bus routes, and drive over 1,100 miles per day. We choose to make a difference in the lives of all of our children. Go Herd!
Back courtside here, the Whitefaces up 20-5. Whiteface crowd kind of leisurely watching the goings on here as the Whitefaces are in control. Serving for Hereford is Stephanie Solarizano. And she's ready as Perryton ready to receive serve. The official sounds the whistle, and here we go. Good service. In the middle, swing, back deep, played up by Cooper. Hereford scrambles to get it, gets it across and in. That was another, was that Blair? Again, the official blocked me, but I think it was Cameron.
Was Blair.
Cameron with her 8th, and it's 21-5. Solarizano deep. This time just bumped over. Whitefaces have a chance to score. Watley, nope, they dig it up. Near side, Perryton into the net. 22-5. Good defensive play a moment ago by the Rangerettes to dig Watley, but then
just couldn't finish it.
Can't hit it across. Hereford kind of a floating serve here. Far side, cross. Not a great pass, but we get it over to Blair, and Blair gets it on the floor. Her 9th, and it's 23-5. Whitefaces leading by 18 here in the second game. Stephanie serves. Again, the little short floater. And from the middle, nice dig by Cooper. Far side to Blair. They block Blair, played up by the Whitefaces, and over and in.
Wow.
The Whitefaces lead it 24-5. After the block, we just played it right back over, and Perryton kind of celebrating the block, forgot to play. Here's the serve for game 2, and it's an ace, and that's it. Whitefaces lead it. They win it 25-5 and go up 2-love. We'll be back in a minute 30.
The goal at Stevens 5-Star is to provide exceptional pricing, value, and service. Here's what longtime customer Joyce had to say. It's always a good experience when I go to Stevens. They're always quick to help me with anything I need. When shopping for your next Chevy, GMC, or Buick, call Stevens 5-Star or visit them online at stevens5star.com.
You get 5-star treatment every day. Stevens 5-Star Car and Truck Center.
There's nothing quite like Friday night football in the Texas Panhandle. The energy of the crowds, the players, and coaches is electric. While we keep your electricity flowing during the week, Friday nights are all about you, the fans. Good luck this season to all the teams in our service territory. Deaf Smith Electric Co-op, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Whatever temperatures this summer brings, your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer is ready to help. Your dealer is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names. Whatever your cooling needs, your local Bryant dealer will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort.
Schedule an appointment today by calling Bob's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
All right, we are back courtside, ready for the third game. Hereford up, scored by 8 and 5, and playing like we ought to play. I mean, you know, just doing what we need to do.
Yeah, just putting it together, keeping it together.
Yep.
And, you know, if we can do this every time, things will be easy.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm not criticizing Perryton here, but I mean against someone who's maybe not quite as talented, it's really important that you just stay focused and play as best you can.
It's the age-old tale. Going into a game, you think you're easily going to win, and sometimes they slip away. So we haven't done that today.
Nope.
And we're one set away here. So
we are, and you know, the first it was 6-5. Yeah, 6-5. So since it was 6-5 in the first set, they've scored 8 points. We've scored 19-44. So been pretty thorough since then. Whiteface is ready with Trevino, Baker who'll serve first. Solarzano on the back. Watley, Kendall Blair, and Allie Priscilla up on the net. And here we go. District opener here. Good crowd on hand to watch. Mark Banner's over there. He's got his camera. He's videoing London's serve. Good service. He's some connection to London, I believe, maybe like her grandfather. Here's the ball played over by Perryton. Hereford's got a free ball it back, so a chance for the Rangerettes to take the lead here at the net. Blocked by the Whitefaces. That was Watley and Blair. 1-0 Hereford. That may have been our strategy, Lane, to let them have a big swing so we could block it.
Get a little defensive practice.
Yeah, absolutely. Good service by Baker. Perryton deep, but played up by the Whitefaces. Back to the net. Tipped over by Hereford. Perryton, near side, bumped across. Solarzano to Baker, over to Priscilla. Priscilla deep, dug up by the Rangerettes. Far side, Rangerettes back across. Solarzano, Baker in the middle now. That's Blair. Takes a little something off of it. They get to it, but can't get it back. It's a point for the Whitefaces. 2-0.
Tom, the girls, I just, watching here, do a really good job of letting London work this front line.
Yep.
Getting out of her way so she can set the ball perfectly for a kill.
London serves at 2-0. It's an ace. And that is her fourth ace of the match. And it's 3-0 Hereford. Well, the Whiteface fans just kind of, like I said, kick back and enjoying a convincing win here today. Baker, good serve again. This time the Rangerettes on the far side, off the top of the net. Great dig by Solarzano, played across by Blair.
Great
back
play.
At the net, and a lift, and the Whitefaces.
Great hustle there by the Lady Whitefaces.
4-0. I'm telling you, it was great play back, and then even as they got in the net, Perryton, we had a block from Priscilla and Watley. We were going to get the point either way. London serves at 4-0. A little short serve. It's an ace, and it's 5-0. Get them back on the deep serve, then put that little jump serve just about 12 feet over the net. London ready again. Big smile on her face for the sophomore. Good service. And it's another ace. That one honestly should have been played, but wasn't, so it's 6-0.
Yeah, missed opportunity by the Rangerettes there.
6 aces for London. Jumps and serves a blistering serve this time, and they will get it back across, but we ought to score. Didn't handle it very well, but got it to Blair. Blair across, back to the net, tipped over, played up by Allie. London back to Blair. Cameron blocked. Point for the Rangerettes, 6-1. Good play by Perryton. 6-1. Whitefaces up 2. Trying to make quick work of the Rangerettes here in the district opener. For the Rangerettes, it's Valenzuela to serve. Solarzano to Baker to Watley. They block Watley, but Hereford plays it right back up. Baker with a big swing. Baker gets the kill. All right.
Baker with the kind of the confusion for the Rangerettes there. You expect, 3 touches every time, and she sent it over on 2 and caught them off guard. So
London's first kill of the match, and she's really happy. Good service by Blair. Rangerettes free ball it over. And it's out, and it's a point for the Whitefaces. 8-1. Cameron Blair is good back at that service line. We have had a host of aces here today. Cameron, deep serve. Rangerettes set in the middle. Into the net. Point for the Whitefaces, 9-1. Cameron ready again. Well, Coach McCracken's got to be pleased with her crew coming out here doing what they need to do this afternoon. Blair with another good service at the net, tipped over. And Rangerettes played it from the back line. Couldn't, and it's 10-1 Hereford. Blair serves again. Another good service. Rangerettes in the middle. Cross, great play by Blair. Back near side. That's Cameron through the block. It was Kendall who set up her sister that time. 11 kills now for Cameron. And the Whitefaces lead it 11-1. Cameron ready to serve again. Senior goes to the middle. It's an ace. And that's her third ace, and the Whitefaces lead it 12-1. Well, we got started late, but we're going to finish early, Lane. That's the way this deal's going.
They've been playing very well today.
Yep. Cameron, good service. Perryton can't get it across.
Hopefully it'll give us time to go sit and watch the rain.
Yeah, absolutely. What time is that happening?
Well, the chance begins around 4.
Okay.
I can't make any
no
promises
guarantees.
here.
Okay. Well, good service by Blair. We were in the net. Whitefaces were. And it's 13-2. Watley, the guilty party. She's not quite sure, but ref said she was, so we'll accept the punishment and lead 13-2. Cavazos serving for Perryton. Cavazos to Blair, to Baker, to Cameron. Yeah, they block her, and it's 13-3.
Cameron just with a wind-up that'll make you nervous on the other side.
It will. She runs a long way, too. Boy, if she can get that flying start at it. Good service by Perryton. Far side to Watley. Played up back line by Perryton. Too far. Purcell tips it back. Perryton gets away with a lift, pushes it over, diving there to Kendall, and over by Cameron. Cameron's 12th kill. She leads everybody with 12. Here comes Fletcher in now. Again, as I mentioned, Wilburn has headed off to the wedding. 14-3 Hereford. The server is Watley. Good serve. It
Great
is an
serve
ace.
from Nikala.
It was. Moving all over the place.
Yeah, they tried to play that up and straight into the stands. So,
gosh, 10, 11, 12. I think that's 16 aces for the Whitefaces. 15-3 here. Watley again. Scramble for it. Free balled over. And it's out. 16-3.
Yeah, the girls serving today has been spot on.
It has.
So
it really has. We've served well, and again, we've kept our intensity here, which we needed to do. Near side, big swing, and it is out. 17-3. Perryton wanted a tip, but didn't get it, and the Whitefaces now are 8 points away from the match. Deep to Lorna. Free balled over by Perryton. Played up by Purcella in the middle to Fletcher. She tips it. They dig it. Cross court and out. 18-3. Whitefaces move ever closer. We'll visit for a while with Coach McCracken after it's over with and talk a little bit about what lies ahead for the Lady Whitefaces. Good serve by Watley. Far side. Cross to Blair. Baker sets near side. Big swing, and that's number 13 for Kendall. And it's 19-3 Hereford. Just poured it on. Won by scores of 8 and 5, and now lead at 3. Here, 19 serving 3 as Watley serves. Perryton scrambles to get it over. Watley digs it up. Baker sets it. Fletcher tips it. Right back it comes. This time it'll be bumped over far side. Alley off the net. Good swing, good kill, and Alley gets her second kill. And the Whitefaces lead it 20-3.
Kind of in cruise control now.
Yeah, we're kind of playing it out. Start the bus. Here we go. Watley with the serve. It's an ace. Wow. That thing just dove when it got up to the top of the net. That's 3 for Watley. 3 aces. 21-3. Serves this time deep middle. Perryton back to the middle. Cross court. Nice play by Baker. To the middle of Alley. She tips it over and in. 22-3.
Great play by Alley there, keeping it real close to the net.
22-3. Watley now serves as the Whitefaces try to finish it off quickly here. Overpassed. Baker sets in the middle and big swing. And that was Fletcher, and the Whiteface ladies celebrate Janae Fletcher.
Fletcher, a sophomore, getting a rise out of the stands there, coming in late and putting a big one on the floor.
23-3. Watley serves deep. Over it goes and out it goes, and it's 24-3. One more now for the Whitefaces. One away from a quick sweep of the Rangerettes. Watley serves at 24-3. Rangerettes pass back to the middle. Big swing blocked by Fletcher and the Whitefaces, and that's all she wrote. As it's 25-3, the Whitefaces win by scores of 8, 5, and 3.
Easy
and do
work
it
today.
in a hurry. It was, and again, just kind of what the doctor ordered there for the Whitefaces. And a good finish as Fletcher gets a block and a kill. Final point of the match. Lady Whitefaces gather over here to our right. And it's a good afternoon, Lane. That's all you can say about it.
Yeah, they really played well, had a lot of intensity, and again, right when I was saying they needed to get sharp, they did, and they didn't look back. So
if you'd said it earlier, I mean,
we would have shaved 5 minutes off of this.
Yeah, we could have. We'll take a break, 60 seconds back to the studio. Be back and talk to Carly here in 1 minute.
As summer ends and a new school year begins, First National Bank of Hereford and Friona Banking Center want to wish the faculty and students an extraordinary year. From your only locally owned bank, we have roots where others have branches. First National Bank of Hereford and Friona Banking Center, member FDIC and Equal Housing Lenders, NMLS number 631622.
Are you tired of arguing with your children about screen time? WTRT and WT Services can help. You can enforce the limits you've set in your home with Experience IQ from WTRT and WT Services. You can schedule when the internet is turned off to make sure bedtime is screen-free. You automate screen time for your children by adding Experience IQ to the WT Smart Home app. Download the app today.
All right, back here at Whiteface Gym with Coach Carly McCracken. Lady Whiteface is just picking up their first district win in their first district match, doing so by scores of 8, 5, and 3. And man, Coach, it was 6-5 in that first game, and then we just kind of poured it on.
Right. I don't know if it's just kind of, we have a lot of new faces out there. Just kind of the nerves of district or what it was, but it was just kind of nice, just to take care of business today. It's always hard to play teams and keep holding them under, progressively just lower numbers. So that was nice to see today.
Boy, you served. Aces, London had 7, Watley had 3, Cameron had 3, Trevino had 3.
Awesome.
You really did a great job.
And that's kind of been a struggle of ours this preseason, so that's nice to hear.
Yeah, I commented on, London's had, and I'm not criticizing London, but she hasn't served as well as she did earlier, and it's good to see her get it back.
Yes, absolutely. That's a nice weapon we have, going into district.
Boy, Cameron, 13 kills I had for her, man. She hit some blistering, blistering outside hits.
Yeah, we're pretty, even across the front row. We have a lot of weapons this year. I'm just excited to kind of see, as we progress into district, what, other options we have and different plays and stuff like that.
Watley with 6 kills, but she had a couple of blocks, and she had 3 aces, and she's just a presence out there in the middle.
Yes, a 6 rotation middle is, that's hard to come by, and she's done an excellent job of that. I've been so proud of how she's handled that.
We'll talk a little bit. You mentioned the fact, sort of Larzano and Trevino and Purcello, those 3 for sure. Mm-hmm. Emma, all out there for the first time in district. And I thought, performed well.
Right. Yes, absolutely. We've talked a lot about chemistry, and we've tried to find a good fit with we have a lot of new defensive specialists, and just trying to find a good fit. What we know, we have film on our district opponents, and just kind of, where we need, good readers as far as diggers, and and just they each have a different kind of skill set that we're trying to find the right place for them. So
the reading part of that is kind of goes unnoticed, but you just have to be able to anticipate and kind of know where it's going to go, huh?
Right. And we talk a lot about being stopped on defense, so we are able, if we don't make the right read, we're able to make a push into the ball.
Well, the district now 14 matches. Dumas, Randall, West Plains, Canyon, all pretty talented.
Right. It's going to be a fun district. I'm excited for it. I know the girls are too. So we're excited that it's here, and we're looking forward to it.
And it goes fast and furious. We'll have 7 weeks here.
Right.
Play 14 matches. Go to Borger Tuesday night, and then back here next Saturday for Pampa. But what do you know about Borger?
Borger, we're going to focus on just speeding up our game, and really just perfecting a lot of our offense. making sure we're, even across the front row and all of that good stuff. So
all that good stuff.
Staying aggressive,
All right.
yeah.
Well, it's been a good start to the year. Lady Whitefaces coming in here with a big win against Friendship last Tuesday night and got some momentum going, and we just need to keep her going, Coach.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll look forward to Tuesday
Thank
night,
you,
Carly.
thank you.
Thanks a lot. Coach McCracken visiting with us. Again, Lady Whitefaces winning by scores of 8, 5, and 3. Cameron with 13 kills, 6 for Watley, 5 for Wilburn. Had a block for Fletcher and a kill for Fletcher. We had 3 for Kendall Blair, 3 kills and an ace. Or pardon me, that ace was Solarizano. Solarizano had 2 aces. Cameron had 3. London had 7, and Watley had 3. So Watley had a couple of blocks as well. So all in all, I mean, just good team play. What you want across the board, Lane.
Yeah, it's, I would just say, final thoughts were if they can keep serving like that and keep that intensity that they had for much of the match today, then we're going to fare pretty well against most of our opponents, I think.
I would agree wholeheartedly. Hereford now 1-0 in the league. Perryton obviously 0-1 on the road Tuesday night at Borger. Back home next Saturday against Pampa. So that's going to do it for this afternoon for all your Whiteface sports sponsors. And for Lane, this is Tom saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you Tuesday night from Borger.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the Hereford brand, Deaf Smith and Oldham County Farm Bureau, Capital Farm Credit.